Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Liya. I'm a singer and a songwriter. I post music related content as well as vlogs on this channel, but today I'm gonna show you how I get ready for a show. Tonight I have a show and I wanted to give myself a nice beat, a very glamorous beat that I do for almost all of my shows. This is my go-to makeup look when I want something subtle. No, wait, I was gonna say subtle. It's not subtle, but when I want a natural glam, this is what I do. When I decide not to do colors or crystals, this is what I do. This is my go-to glam look, and I hope you like it. I think I've perfected my routine enough to share it with you. I'm gonna show you some of my favorite products and my favorite techniques. So if you like this, keep watching. Let's go. So I've already done my hair, as you can see. I love doing a spiky updo. I can do a tutorial on that as well if you'd like in the future, but today we're focusing on the makeup. I've only washed my face and done my morning skincare routine. So I'm starting with a bare face and I'm gonna jump into my eyebrows. I always do my eyebrows first because they frame my face. So I like to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Pomade in Soft Brown and my favorite Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. I like to brush my eyebrows up. Not that I have a lot of them, but whatever I do have, I brush it all the way up. I like to put a little bit on my brush, put it on my hand, and I use my hand as a palette, so you'll see everything that I put on my face will go on my hand first, and then I take a lot less. Now my brows I do super carefully, so I'm gonna look down here in the mirror and show you how I do them. I like to do a line right here, like a line here to connect, then I fill it in, and I keep adding more from my hand. I like to build up instead of go heavy right away. Whatever is left on the brush, I leave for the front of the brow. And then I take a little bit more and I focus on the tail. I'm gonna do the other one off camera and be right back. Okay, both brows are done, and now I'm gonna move on to eyes. By the way, I do this makeup for my shows, but I think it will be perfect for any type of going out, partying, dinners, and all of that, because it is gonna be very glowy. It's gonna be nice and glammed up, but glowy and natural looking. I think the skin's gonna look very like soft and dewy and hydrated. So let's go into eyes. My favorite concealer in the whole wide world is the NARS Creamy Concealer. I use light to vanilla, and I also have light 2.75 Cannelle for when I'm a little darker and more tan in the summer, but I'm going to be using the light to vanilla today. I use it as my base for my shadows. Now I'm going to blend it in one eye at a time, and as I'm done blending, I will set with my Fenty Beauty powder and a fluffy brush. Blending everywhere in the crease and the corner, and then setting with some powder. Okay, there we go. Now it's time for eyeshadow. I really want to get the By Mario brown and neutral palette, but I haven't gotten it yet. And in the meantime, when I was in Target, I saw this one. It's called Truth or Dare by Morphe. I've never really had anything by Morphe, so I just saw the colors. They were all just browns and neutrals. So I decided to get it, and it's been my go-to palette for my show glam. The first color I'm gonna dip into is this brown right here with the soft blending brush to always tap it off. And I like to give myself a bit of a cut crease. Blended cut crease, I go into the nose, and I always extend out, like so. See, I go like really into my temple. Okay, this is what I like to do. My trick getting the perfect smoky eyeliner is using tape. I always use tape. For many years I've been using tape to create the perfect eyeliner. I take this much, cut it, and I pay attention to where the good angles are of the tape, because if I cut it I might bend it a little bit. So I always like to use these ones. So I pay attention to where these ones are. See, like this is ugly, the one I did. So I make sure this and this, and I tape it to my hand in order to take off the excess glue. And then I take it, I do like once or twice. And then I tape it to my face. And I like to follow my natural eye line. So I look really closely up close in the mirror and I follow my natural eye line like this. I will mix a few colors. I will mix this one, which is more grayish, and then this one, which is a little bit darker, and then I'll go in with black. I like to blend that one a lot. Then I take a pencil brush and I go with the darker brown and start forming my eyeliner. You don't really have to be precise with the tape. It's more about getting the line around the eye, because I like to go only from around the center of my eye, and then I like to create a straight line right here to fill in this gap. This is kind of the shape I want. It's straighter, as you can see. And now I'm gonna put a little bit of black right in the base. To use the black, I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills brush that we did the brows with. And only do the base. Then I'll take my pencil brush, and with whatever's left on it, I will blend the black into the brown. By the way, my skin has been peeling a lot lately from my tretinoin, so don't mind all the flakiness going around. It is what it is. It's only temporary, so who cares? This is the eyeliner. Now we're gonna take off the tape and I'll show you what a miracle worker this tape is. Are we ready? Perfect eyeliner every time. I will do the other eye and be right back. Both eyes are done. As you can see, my eyeliner is really nice and sharp because I used the tape, so try that at home, and if you haven't already, it's really fun and it's really easy. So now I'm gonna go into my face, my base, and I'm gonna start with my favorite product, one of my favorite products, and that is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. It's amazing. I used to think that primers are gimmicks, to be honest. Oh, actually, before that, wait. No, okay. I used to think that, let's get you a little closer. I used to think that primers are gimmicks, and I never used one. And I tried this one because everybody was talking about it, so I decided to try it. That sounds like a try it, like a musical try it. Anyway, I decided to try this one, and I'm in love. The hype is real, guys, and specifically I love it for my under eyes. So if your under eyes crease like mine do, try this under your eyes. It is amazing, and I really do think it makes a huge difference, specifically with my eyes. Then my secret to flawless glowing foundation is I mix it up with my Hollywood Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. I use the 2 Fair Pale because I'm fair and I'm pale as hell, especially right now. So I like to put that on the back of my hand, my little palette, with this much. And I mix it in with my foundation. Currently, I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, but I'm almost out. This is my last one in the lightest shade. So when I'm done with this one, like I literally have to scrape it like this. When I'm done with it, I would like to try a new foundation. And I've got my eye on a few. I'm gonna go to Sephora and grab a few samples, test them out at home, and then make the decision of which one I wanna get. This foundation is so subjective. I know for a lot of people, let me just tell you what I'm doing. I'm gonna mix up my Flawless Filter with my foundation on the back of my hand and gonna dab it all over my face. But as I was saying, foundation is very subjective. For a lot of people, the Estee Lauder Double Wear is super drying and heavy, and for me it's not. Maybe because I have a little bit more of an oily skin type. But for me, it's like my oils seep into it in an hour, and it looks pretty natural. So then whatever is left on my hand, I like to take my damp beauty blender, dab whatever's left on my hand. When your beauty blender is damp, the very first time you dab your foundation, it like soaks up a lot of it. So I like to do that. So it soaks up this that's left on my hand and put that on my neck. And then I go in and blend. I don't think I put enough foundation. I'm really out of the double wear. Let's see if I have a little, if I can scrape in a little bit more. Oh, there we go. It's a little better. Gonna blend. Blend everywhere, neck, down the neck, everywhere. Now I'm gonna go in with my concealer again. I'm gonna put it right here in the beginning of my eye. And then extend it up. I also like to put a little bit right here. So I get a little bit red. And here. And now you guessed it, we blend. Okay, now that we're all blended and look super flat and even, let's bring back some dimension. I like to use this Sculpting Touch by Kiko. It's really affordable. I put it on the back of my hand, like I draw like this on the back of my hand. I learned about this stick when I did a photo shoot and the makeup artist used it on me and I loved it. So I got home and I ordered it on Amazon. It was, I think, under $10 or around $10, so pretty affordable, and I really like it. So I put it on the back of my hand, I take my beauty blender and I dab it, and then I put it on. This gives me a more natural look, as you can see. I like to put my bronzer higher on my face because it lifts your entire face. Bronze up my forehead, my chin. I feel my sponge drying out, so whenever that happens, I put a little bit MAC Fix Plus. This is the coconut one. Doesn't really matter which one you use. I'm gonna put more of the Kiko on my hand and just bronze up a little bit more. I love using my beauty blender to put on my bronzer and my contour because it really gives a natural look. If you haven't tried that, it's not that I recently discovered it, but I recently tried it for the first time and I was obsessed. I don't know why I haven't been doing this before. Before, I used to take the stick, draw on my face, and then blend, but that gives you harsher lines, and sometimes it can mess up your foundation. Sometimes it literally scrapes off your foundation, and it's really bad. So try this if you haven't. I love it. I do like to draw a little bit, put this here, then I go like this, here. This, then I blend it out. Gives you a little button nose. Okay, in real life it looks really good. I hope it looks good on camera, but in real life it looks really cute. Now I'm gonna set everything with my Fenty Beauty powder. Before I set my under eyes, I will double check if they have it creased. I'll clean up the creases. Then I quickly put my powder on here. Out. It's kind of like baking, but not really. I'm doing this makeup for performing, so I'm gonna be on stage, there's gonna be lights on me, it gets hot, sweaty, I move around, or it needs to last also for a long time because I go there, set up venues, do sound checks, so like literally 2 hours pass before even the show starts usually, or more than 2 hours sometimes. So I need to have a good routine that's gonna last me for a long time and stay on my face. Sometimes I've had shows where I need my makeup for like 12 hours, which is crazy, and even longer sometimes. So I've learned how to do my makeup so it stays on my face for a long time, and setting powders and setting sprays really helps. My next step would be to bronze up with powder and put my blush on, and then do my lips, finish with lashes, and I think we're done. I use this Marc Jacobs bronzer. I think Marc Jacobs Beauty closed, so on Sephora they were selling out everything, trying to get rid of everything, and I saw this bronzer and I honestly loved it for the mirror. It's a really big mirror, as you can see, so I got it just to use it for my mirror because I like to do my makeup on a smaller mirror up close rather than using like a stationary mirror. But then I actually really love the bronzer as well, so it was a 2-in-1 for me. I love the mirror and I love the bronzer. I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush, swirl it in there, tap it off, and start with my forehead. I like to dab, not so much smudge around, because I don't want to risk smudging my makeup. Very lightweight, light hand. Whatever is left on the brush, I will use for my jaw and my neck. Now my favorite part, blush. I really want to get the Dior blush, the one that's been selling out, but I'm the type of person that I like to use up my things before getting something else because I don't want to just have a bunch of makeup that I don't use. So I have this tiny little NARS Orgasm blush that's really pretty, but I don't love that it has sparkles in it. I kind of want one that doesn't have a sparkle, so that's why I want a Dior one so badly. But I'm gonna keep using this one and hopefully use it up because it's not a lot is left in here. And then I'm gonna get the Dior one, or I might get the Dior one for the summer. We'll see. Dab this brush from Sephora, and I smile. And I like to put my blush super high, going from here down on my cheeks, kind of get my under eye in there too. I love to have a lot of blush. Now that my blush is on, I'm gonna spritz my face with Fix Plus and dab everything in with my beauty blender so I can do any final blending and really push my Fix Plus into my face because we're trying to make this makeup last all night. Now I'm gonna put some mascara. My favorite mascara is the Benefit Roller Lash, another cult favorite. I don't have really pretty lashes. Mine are short and they're just non-existent almost. So I never really caved into getting the super expensive mascaras because I thought that because my lashes aren't pretty to begin with and they're not long, all those mascaras are not gonna do much for me. But when I was in Paris last year, one of my friends had this and I was like, oh, that's a very popular mascara, can I try it? And I tried it and I fell in love. It's so good. If you haven't tried it, which you probably have because I feel like everybody's tried this mascara except for me, but if you haven't tried it, try it, it's really nice. It curls your lashes. I need to get an eyelash curler. I don't have one anymore, but I need to get one. But this one curls them, gives them length, gives them volume. It's really good. Okay, mascara's done. Usually when I'm doing my makeup, I'll be watching true crime. I love watching true crime, especially when I'm doing my makeup because I don't have to like look at anything, I just listen. Do you guys do that? Do you watch true crime? And what do you watch or listen to when you're getting ready and doing your makeup? Let me know down in the comments. Okay, I think this is tacky, so I'm just gonna place it right here. Perfect. This is a lip pencil that I love using. It's the Sephora collection, Dressed to the 90s, number 29, Dressed to the 90s. I love it. I will line my lips with it. I have a little bit of foundation on my lips. I hate that, but also I don't have a napkin to go and clean it up, and I'm lazy to get up, so we're just gonna deal with it. Now that my lips are lined, I'm gonna use my two favorite lip products, and that is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick and the Dior lip oil in pink, I think 001 pink. I'm gonna just dab my finger into the lipstick. Just give myself a little bit of a pop, a little bit of the gloss. Finishing touches, we're almost ready. I'm gonna go in with this Brow Freeze Brow Styling Wax by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I got this as a gift and I've been liking it, but I don't know if I would repurchase, to be honest. I don't know why, don't ask me why. I'm not obsessed with it for some reason. Like, I'll use it up because I have it, but I don't know if I would purchase it myself. Though I love Anastasia. Almost anything she does I love. This one I just like, I'm not obsessed with it, and that's okay. I like it, just not obsessed. It's probably good for people who already have brows and they just need to lift them. I need to draw mine on because I don't have them. I just don't have them. If I want to be extra, sometimes I would put white liner in my eyes just to make them more awake. Don't do this every time, but sometimes I do. Now I'm gonna go back into my palette and use my pencil brush. I don't like to put mascara on my bottom lashes, but I do like to put some shadow. Then I take this, that's also a type of pencil brush, and I dip in the lightest shade. And I do a little bit of inner corner highlight. A makeup artist that once did my makeup put the inner corner highlight like super high in there like this, and I loved it for my eyes specifically. So ever since then, that's what I've been doing. I like to put a little bit of highlighter right here and on the tip of my nose and right here. Just gives a little bit more of a button. The button nose, the button nose. And I think this is it. I'm gonna go clean up my hand, my palette, and go get dressed. So I'll be right back. This is my hair, makeup, outfit. I'm wearing baggy pants. I did a little get ready with me video for TikTok and Reels, so check it out and follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you haven't already. But this is my full beat for my show. I like to keep it very glammed and natural. When I'm not doing crystals and colorful eyeshadows, this is what I do. This is my go-to, and I think I've perfected it enough to share it with you guys. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider subscribing, leaving me a comment and a like, and watch this video as well. This is the music video to my new single, Stupid for Your Love. Check it out and check out the rest of my content on this channel. Mwah! Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.